Russ is needed in this industry. He is very much needed in the music industry, especially for up and coming artists or artists who just don't know how this thing operates. So y'all know Roc Nation has started a distribution platform where artists can upload their music on there and they can get 85% royalty. And this is what Russ had to say about it. He said an 85-15 split to press upload is madness. Major labels take 15% distro off the top two, so it seems like they just modeled the business off of that. If you're an artist, this makes no sense to sign up for, in my opinion. He also says major label distribution comes bundled with major label services, a team, radio, marketing, global offices, sales teams, editorial leverage, etc. Roc Nation distro platform is a self-serve uploader with none of those services and yet charges the same 15% major labels do. The economics don't make sense when the entire market norm is 0 to 10% and only charging percentage when they add services. A $50 annual fee versus 15% of your entire catalog's revenue are not remotely comparable. One is a fixed cost, the other is a tax on your entire career. Free to upload is the okie doke. Fixed fees protect artists, percentages drain artists. If you make even $1,000 a year, 15% of that equals $150. You've already paid them that 3 times the cost of any flat fee distributor. Russ, they about to send them black trucks towards your ass, man. But on the real, I'm not exactly sure how these metrics work, but I can believe Russ and how the way he's breaking it down. This Roc Nation distribution platform is mainly being promoted to up and coming and independent artists. And they're making it seem like, hey, you can just upload your music on here for free of charge. But we only taking away 15%, right? And we're Roc Nation. We're a big name. Who wouldn't want to, be distributed under Roc Nation, right? But Russ is like, hold on. Don't fall for the okie doke. It's not as sweet as y'all think this is. They're taking away 15% of your royalty, right? Just to upload your music on there. When major labels do the same thing, but major labels give you way more, right? This Roc Nation distribution platform is not giving you as much, but they're taking the same, around the same percentage, right? With major labels, you get a whole team, radio, marketing, global, all the shit you're explaining right here. You're not even getting all that through Roc Nation distribution. Like, yeah, on other platforms, you may have to pay an annual fee, but that annual fee protects you. Because with these percentages, you may get more taken out of you, right, out of your pockets, than what the fee was. Basically, a Title 2.0, right? Just a little bit of fits, just a little bit better. But we're trying to sell this thing to artists where, we're trying to help them or look out for them, but we're low-key doing the same thing, but just with different branding and sold to you a different way. I know labels do not fuck with Russ. They like, this motherfucker be exposed and shit, but this is why I rocks with him really tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like a big fan of his music. He got a few songs I fuck with, but I just love how the way he moved in this shit. And has been very successful with it, right? He writes, produces, mixes, and masters his own music so he can get a big chunk or all of from his art. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do nothing but respect that. And then he's kicking game, like breaking it down detail, because artists, it's some artists, they'll talk about it a little bit, but they won't break it down for people to really, really like understand it or whatever. It's like they just kind of whine about it or complain about it, but they don't really break it down for people to fully understand. Russ is going to do that. He's going to take the time to make videos. He's going to sit the time and write all big paragraph, whatever, for you to read through and listen to and learn from. Like, if I'm a up and coming artist, I'm listening to Russ because he's pretty successful. Like, I be seeing him pack out his shows all the time, and he do numbers and shit like that, and have hits and shit like that. Like, if I'm an up and coming artist or independent, I'm looking at what Russ is doing, and that I would model myself from, bro. He would definitely be someone I will follow and shit like that, because he's gonna lead you the right way, and so you won't get fucked over by this system. You won't get fucked over by this industry. And lastly, I've noticed it's not a lot of music critics and influencers and radio hosts and people that's in certain position. They're not really talking about it like that, like that. They kind of quiet on it. They don't want to rub Roc Nation the wrong way. You do see a few, but they, probably don't have no ties to Roc Nation and shit like that. They don't really have to submit to them. That's why I fuck with Russ, because he's in a position where, he don't have to, tiptoe around shit. Hopefully they don't start no smear campaign on him, because it seems like anybody that kind of go against Roc Nation and shit like that, boy, you start seeing little things happen to them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, love Hove and his peoples and shit, but it does seem like as soon as you kind of go against them, it's, hopefully they don't do Russ like that. They better not. I'm gonna call that shit out if it does happen. But I know there's not a lot of people really talking about it like that, and not really calling out the bullshit. Just our nation.